that I was opening his mail, and he made me promise that I wouldn't do that anymore. But he began to suspect that I wasn't being truthful.
Dick Van Dyke got mad when Mary Tyler secretly revealed the complicated developments in his affair without warning. Obviously, Dick Van Dyke's unfaithfulness to his first wife was not as simple as what the press revealed. That story was cut short and hid an unexpected darkness. As a close friend of Dick Van Dyke, it is not surprising that Mary Tyler knew all of his shocking secrets, especially in his personal life, which Dick Van Dyke tried to hide for many decades. Don't miss Mary Tyler's rare sharing about Dick Van Dyke. Let's start. Before we get to Mary Tyler's shocking revelation about Dick Van Dyke's unforgivable betrayal, we need to understand their relationship. Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore's on-screen marriage in The Dick Van Dyke Show is one of television's most beloved partnerships. Their chemistry was undeniable, and their real-life friendship was even more endearing. The pair first met under interesting circumstances, as Moore told one very important lie to secure her audition for the show. She pretended to be 2 years older than she actually was, according to MeTV. This small deception set the stage for a partnership that would leave a lasting impact on television history. Van Dyke initially had reservations about Moore due to their age difference. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter in 2017, he confessed that the 11-year gap between them made him question her suitability for the role. She was 23 years old, gorgeous of course, and had a kind of mid-Atlantic accent. She sounded a little bit like Katharine Hepburn. My first question was, can this girl do comedy? After that, I said, she's a little young for me. However, Moore quickly dispelled any doubts with her immense talent and captivating presence. Her audition showcased her impeccable comedic timing and charm, winning over Van Dyke and everyone involved in the casting process. Reflecting on their first meeting, Van Dyke recalled being instantly impressed by her potential. "I got to be on hand and watch her grow into the talent she became," he said, emphasizing her rapid development as an actress and comedian. She was just the best. Their on-screen relationship as Rob and Laura Petrie became a model for sitcom marriages, characterized by humor, mutual respect, and genuine affection. Their interactions were natural and heartfelt, creating a sense of realism that resonated with audiences. The show's success can be attributed in large part to the dynamic between Van Dyke and Moore, who brought their characters to life with authenticity and warmth. Off-screen, their friendship flourished as well. Despite the initial reservations, Van Dyke and Moore developed a deep respect and admiration for each other. They shared a mutual understanding of the pressures and demands of the entertainment industry, which strengthened their bond. Their camaraderie was evident in their playful interactions and mutual support, both on set and in their personal lives. Van Dyke often spoke highly of Moore's talent and work ethic, recognizing her growth and evolution as an artist. He admired her ability to balance comedy and drama, noting that her versatility set her apart in the industry. Moore's performance in The Dick Van Dyke Show was a breakthrough that showcased her range and established her as a formidable presence in television. Their partnership extended beyond the show's run, with both actors maintaining a close friendship for years. Moore's subsequent success with The Mary Tyler Moore Show further cemented her status as a television icon, and Van Dyke remained one of her biggest supporters. He celebrated her achievements and took pride in having witnessed her rise to stardom. Reminiscing together on Larry King in 2003, Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore shared the story of their instant connection. As reported by Bustle, Moore spoke fondly of her immediate affinity with Van Dyke, citing his kindness, humor, and talent as the reasons she was so drawn to him. "I loved him. I loved his kindness," Moore told King. "I loved his humor and his dance. Everything about him I loved and I connected to." Van Dyke reciprocated the sentiment, admitting they absolutely had a little crush on each other while shooting The Dick Van Dyke Show. He shared a psychologist's observation that their frequent laughter during takes was a sign of mutual attraction. Moore, with her characteristic wit, jokingly added, "It's sexual tension, and that's how you release it." Their playful flirtation was evident both on and off screen, contributing to the palpable chemistry that made their on-screen relationship so believable. In a 2016 interview with Oprah, Van Dyke reflected on their teenage crush and described their working relationship as fun and akin to improvisation. This natural rapport allowed them to create scenes that felt spontaneous and genuine, enhancing the show's appeal. After Moore's death in 2017, Van Dyke told The Hollywood Reporter about the profound impact she had on him and on television comedy. He marveled at how quickly she mastered the art of comedy, recalling how she had everyone laughing after only a few episodes. "That show was the best 5 years of my life," he reminisced. "Outside of her family, I don't think there was anyone more proud of her than I was. Just to watch her grow was such a thrill for me." He concluded by acknowledging the lasting imprint Moore left on television comedy, a testament to her talent and influence. Their mutual admiration and affection were clear throughout their time on The Dick Van Dyke Show and beyond. Van Dyke and Moore's relationship was more than just professional. It was a deep, personal connection that enriched their performances and left a lasting legacy in the world of television. From the moment they met, Moore and Van Dyke formed a bond that would define their careers. The age difference that initially concerned Van Dyke quickly became irrelevant as Moore's talent and charm won everyone over. Her ability to blend comedic timing with heartfelt sincerity made her an ideal partner for Van Dyke, whose own performance was marked by a similar blend of humor and warmth. Their scenes together were marked by a natural ease and a sense of mutual enjoyment. Whether they were engaged in comedic banter or sharing tender moments, the connection between them was always evident. This authenticity resonated with audiences, making Rob and Laura Petrie one of television's most beloved couples. Mary Tyler's closeness to Dick Van Dyke allowed her to learn much about his personal life, especially his infamous extramarital affairs. According to Mary, Dick Van Dyke's marriage to his hometown sweetheart couldn't withstand the pressures of his showbiz lifestyle. By 1976, Van Dyke found himself in the throes of an affair with Michelle Triola, his agent's secretary. Mary said that Triola, the former partner of actor Lee Marvin, was a stark contrast to Van Dyke's wife, Margie Willett. Indeed, unlike Margie, who had little interest in Hollywood or its stars and spent much of her time at the family's ranch in the California desert, Triola was deeply entrenched in the entertainment industry. Van Dyke described Triola to Closer Weekly as feisty, smart, and, unlike Margie, knew the showbiz world inside out. The affair did not happen overnight but developed gradually. Van Dyke detailed in his memoir how his feelings for Triola began innocuously enough. He would concoct reasons to call his agent, just to have an excuse to talk to Triola. These phone conversations became a regular part of his routine, serving as a prelude to what would soon become a deeper connection. Our phone conversations turned into lunches, and those evolved into low-key dinners in dark restaurants where we could avoid attention, Van Dyke revealed in his tell-all memoir. What began as a friendship born out of shared understanding and mutual interests blossomed into a clandestine affair. The secrecy added an element of excitement, but it also signified the deep emotional rift that had grown between Van Dyke and his wife. Margie Willett, Van Dyke's high school sweetheart, had married him in 1948. The couple had 4 children together and, for a time, seemed to embody the perfect family life. However, the allure of Hollywood and the demands of Van Dyke's burgeoning career created a wedge between them. Margie preferred the quiet, simple life away from the spotlight, a stark contrast to Van Dyke's increasingly public and glamorous career. As Van Dyke's career soared, so did the distance between him and Margie. His work on The Dick Van Dyke Show and other projects required him to be constantly in the public eye, attending industry events and mingling with other celebrities. This lifestyle was far removed from the domestic tranquility that Margie cherished. Michelle Triola, on the other hand, understood the demands and intricacies of show business. Her past relationship with Lee Marvin had already introduced her to the world of Hollywood, and she navigated it with ease. This made her an appealing confidant for Van Dyke, who found in her a kindred spirit who not only understood his world, but thrived in it. The affair with Triola marked a significant turning point in Van Dyke's life. It highlighted the stark differences between his and Margie's worlds, ultimately leading to the dissolution of their marriage. Van Dyke's relationship with Triola, although initially fraught with secrecy and guilt, offered him the companionship and understanding he craved. Van Dyke's honesty in his memoir about the affair underscores the complexities of his personal life behind the scenes of his public persona. His candid reflections provide a glimpse into the emotional struggles he faced and the impact of his choices on his marriage and family. Mary Tyler revealed that Dick Van Dyke was filled with extreme guilt after admitting his affair with his wife. Also in his book, Dick Van Dyke candidly revealed the profound toll that living a double life took on him. Balancing his marriage with Margie Willett and his affair with Michelle Triola proved to be more exhausting than his demanding work schedule. "I worked harder going back and forth between my two worlds than I did on the show," he wrote in his 2012 memoir, according to Showbiz Cheat Sheet. The physical and emotional strain of this juggling act was evident as he confessed to losing 7 pounds in the first 2 months. "I told people it was work. In truth, it was the stress of dividing my time between two extremely strong, attractive women." The internal conflict and guilt he experienced were overwhelming. In his follow-up book, Keep Moving, Van Dyke admitted he was writhing in guilt over the love triangle. This persistent guilt became a burden he could no longer bear, compelling him to take action to clear his conscience. He ultimately came clean to his wife about the affair, leading to their separation in the late 1970s and their divorce in 1984. When talking about the love story of Van Dyke and Michelle Triola, Mary Tyler did not hesitate to reveal their special love. Reportedly, the period around 1975 was particularly tumultuous for Van Dyke and his wife, Margie Willett. Both had undergone separate stints in rehab, seeking to address their personal struggles. Following these rehab periods, Willett spent more time at their ranch in the desert, distancing herself from the Hollywood lifestyle that Van Dyke was immersed in. During this time of separation and personal reflection, Van Dyke found solace in confiding in his agent secretary, Michelle Triola. "She was easy to talk to. She understood me," Van Dyke wrote. Their conversations, initially innocent, gradually developed into a deeper connection. Van Dyke later described Triola to The Guardian as feisty, smart, and well-versed in the intricacies of the showbiz world. At the time, Triola was in the midst of a high-profile lawsuit against actor Lee Marvin. She and Marvin had been in a relationship for 6 years and had lived together without marrying. Triola's lawsuit against Marvin eventually led to a landmark legal case that established the concept of palimony for separated unmarried couples, as reported by the New York Times. This legal battle added another layer of complexity to Van Dyke and Triola's budding relationship, as she navigated her own challenges while providing support to Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke and Michelle Triola's relationship spanned 35 very happy years, as Van Dyke fondly recalled in an interview with The Guardian. Despite their deep bond and enduring partnership, the couple never married. Van Dyke mentioned that while they discussed marriage, he could never get her to put a date in the diary. This absence of formal marriage did not diminish the strength and affection that characterized their time together. Their relationship began in a period of personal turmoil for Van Dyke, following his and his first wife, Margie Willett's struggles with rehab and eventual separation. Triola, who was then involved in a significant legal battle with actor Lee Marvin over palimony, became a source of understanding and support for Van Dyke. Her intelligence, familiarity with the showbiz world, and resilient spirit were qualities that drew him to her and sustained their long-term relationship. Tragedy struck when Van Dyke's first wife, Willett, succumbed to cancer. Shortly after Willett's death, Triola faced her own battle with lung cancer. Van Dyke recounted the devastating moment when Triola's doctor discovered a spot on her lung, leading to her diagnosis. Reflecting on this difficult time, Van Dyke told The Guardian, "When she asked if she was going to die, I pretended I didn't know. The hardest acting I have ever done." His love and care for Triola were evident as he tried to shield her from the harsh reality of her condition. As Triola's health deteriorated, she fell into a coma. Van Dyke's memoir describes the poignant final days he spent by her side. Her doctor informed him that she could still hear, even while in a coma, so Van Dyke did what he knew best. He performed for her. He sang and talked to her, filling the room with his voice and presence, hoping to bring her comfort in her last moments. His dedication to her during this time underscores the depth of their connection and the love that defined their relationship. Triola passed away on October 30, 2009, at their home in Malibu, California, at the age of 76. Her death marked the end of a significant chapter in Van Dyke's life, a period filled with companionship, love, and shared experiences. The loss was profound for Van Dyke, who had spent more than 3 decades with Triola, navigating both the joys and challenges of life together. Van Dyke's reflections on his time with Triola reveal a relationship that, while unconventional in some respects, was deeply fulfilling and supportive. Their decision not to marry did not detract from the commitment and happiness they shared. Van Dyke's words about their time together and Triola's final days paint a picture of a partnership built on mutual respect, love, and an enduring bond that transcended the need for formalities. Triola's impact on Van Dyke's life extended beyond their personal relationship. Her support and understanding helped him navigate the complexities of his career and personal struggles. The stability and affection she provided were crucial during some of the most challenging periods of his life, including his battle with alcoholism and the pressures of maintaining a successful career in Hollywood. Van Dyke's life took another significant turn in 2012 when he married Arlene Silver. Describing his second marriage to Parade, Van Dyke noted, "It was one of the smartest moves I ever made. She makes me happy. She's very mature for her age, and I'm very immature for my age, so it's just about right." This new chapter in his life brought him renewed happiness and a sense of contentment. Their journey together began in an unexpected setting, the 2006 SAG Awards, where Silver was working as a makeup artist. Van Dyke, attending the event, was immediately captivated by her. "There was something about her beautiful eyes," he said in a 2013 interview, reminiscing about their first encounter. Silver, on the other hand, had a different yet equally endearing recollection. "I knew him, I just didn't know how I knew him," she said, indicating that she recognized him more as a person than as a famous actor. Their initial connection evolved into a professional relationship when Van Dyke hired Silver for a movie project. This collaboration allowed them to spend more time together and understand each other beyond their initial impressions. The bond they formed became even more significant after the death of Van Dyke's longtime partner, Michelle Triola, in 2009. During this difficult period, Silver offered Van Dyke the emotional support he desperately needed. She would often stop by after work to bring him food, providing comfort and companionship. "She was such a support, I fell in love," Van Dyke recounted, highlighting how Silver's kindness and support were instrumental in his healing process. Despite a significant age gap of 46 years, Van Dyke and Silver found common ground in their relationship. They got married on February 29, 2012, a leap year day, adding a unique touch to their union. Addressing the age difference during a conversation with The Guardian, Van Dyke explained, "We don't feel the age gap. I'm emotionally immature, and Arlene is very wise for her age, so we meet in the middle. This balance of maturity and playfulness has been a cornerstone of their relationship, allowing them to connect deeply despite the years between them. By their one-year wedding anniversary, Van Dyke was effusive about the joys of married life. In an interview with Parade, he described it as unbelievable and reflected on how marrying Silver was one of the smartest moves I ever made. He emphasized the happiness she brought into his life, a sentiment that underscores the profound impact she has had on him. In an interview in February 2022, Van Dyke candidly credited Silver for helping him maintain his youthful spirit. "Having a beautiful young wife half my age to take care of me? That works. My positive attitude, I get that from my wife," he remarked. This acknowledgement highlights the profound influence Silver has had on his life, infusing it with energy and positivity. Their relationship is not just a private affair. It has been visible through their numerous public appearances and collaborative projects. One notable event was their appearance at the Mary Poppins Returns premiere in November 2018. Van Dyke, reprising a small role in the sequel to one of his most beloved films, walked the red carpet with Silver by his side. Their presence at the premiere was a testament to their supportive partnership and shared joy in celebrating Van Dyke's enduring legacy in entertainment. In addition to public appearances, the couple has also worked together on creative projects. In February 2022, Van Dyke was featured in the music video for "Everybody Loves a Lover," a track by Arlene and the Fantastics, Silver's band. Van Dyke's involvement in the music video showcased his continued enthusiasm for performance and his willingness to support Silver's artistic endeavors. The video not only highlighted their professional collaboration, but also their playful and affectionate dynamic, which has been a hallmark of their relationship. Silver's role in Van Dyke's life extends beyond personal support to active participation in celebrating his illustrious career. She was prominently featured in the CBS special Dick Van Dyke, 98 Years of Magic, which aired in December 2023. The special was a tribute to Van Dyke's remarkable contributions to entertainment, and Silver's involvement underscored her integral role in his life. In a particularly charming segment, the couple sat together in a replica of the iconic car from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, reliving memories and enjoying the variety show. This moment captured the essence of their relationship, one rooted in shared experiences, mutual admiration, and a deep-seated joy in each other's company. According to Mary Tyler, Van Dyke's journey reveals the complexities and challenges of managing personal relationships within the demanding world of show business. The double life he led during his affair with Triola was not just a matter of infidelity. It was a period marked by intense emotional turmoil and self-reflection. His candid admissions in his memoirs provide a window into the personal struggles he faced, shedding light on the human side of a beloved entertainer. What do you think about Mary Tyler's revelations about Dick Van Dyke's affair? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.